It is 5:40 a.m. on Tuesday, August 26, 2025. I haven't slept much this past night because the violent psychopath directly below in 76 and someone who seems to also sit in the bathroom of 78 were concurrently becoming disruptive and aggressive throughout the night, starting at maybe 12:15 a.m. when I went down to fall asleep on my bed. And I was once again electronically assaulted throughout the night by Jasmine Irizarry's admitted directed energy device that she brags that she's getting paid a lot of money to use. And pretty much every time I woke up to turn over while sleeping, you wake up for like 10 or 15 seconds just to turn over, maybe get more comfortable, then you go back to sleep. Irizarry would electronically assault me as I was in the process of just turning over on my bed or trying to get a little more comfortable and adjusting the pillow or whatever. That happened multiple times throughout the night. The water that I'm trying to use right now for breakfast, once again, started burning my skin upon contact. So I can't use it for anything. I can't use it for drinking or even washing dishes or filling up my coffee cup. The skin on my hands right now is burning. And interestingly enough, when I went over to my breakfast table to sit there and put my dishes down on it, there's a powdery substance all over that table that was not there this past night, but that Irizarry has been aerosolizing intermittently over the last few years into my living space, her or someone else, but this happened overnight. So I'm assuming it's somebody who is being permitted by the Greenville Group to stay in this building overnight in one of the adjacent units, and it's not 88 because I have the door to 88 blocked off with broom and a dustpan and a metal tray so that if somebody does open that door, especially in the middle of the night, and they don't legitimately live in that unit, I will hear a commotion over by that door. So whoever has been, and I forgot to mention, whoever has been sitting in the bathroom 78 intermittently over the last 6 hours has been deliberately burning, propagating, and smoking intense, sickening amounts of marijuana and cigar smoke that have been filling my living space. So while I was getting electronically assaulted, each time I sort of woke up and turned over and they would try to go back to sleep, there was also someone in the bathroom of 78 getting really agitated and deliberately propagating intense and overpowering amounts of cigar marijuana smoke throughout the night. That's why I had to have my window open. So right now I have the curtain closed just because it got a little chilly. But I'm going to do a continuous shot here and show that this window is wide open. And I've had to have it open all night because of the nonstop smoke and fumes that are coming from the bathroom of 78 and have been coming from the bathroom of 78 over the last 6.5 hours. It is now right around 5:40, 5:45. Again, every single time I turned over on this bed over the last 6 hours while trying to sleep, I would get electronically assaulted by somebody directly below in 76 who would also make smacking noises. They were not as violent as they have been over the last few days. This person seemed to be smacking maybe another area that's not directly below my bed, but there were still smacking noises for them to let me know that they have knowledge of the fact that I'm turning over on my bed, that I'm waking up, and that they know what I do and that they are right there. That is a psychotic stalker. It's a psychopath. Psychopaths are always very blatant in their criminal activities because they don't think there's anything wrong with it, and they're very proud of their criminal activities and their abilities. That is what makes a psychopath a psychopath. They don't care what they do to hurt other people. They have that compulsive urge to inflict harm and distress on people around them because it makes them feel better about what total pieces of shit they happen to be. And they want you to know that that's what they're doing and that they're the ones doing it. All serial killers are psychopaths. They're very in your face about blatantly letting people know that that is what they do. Just think of Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs. That would be Irizarry. So because I don't know what is in the tap water that is causing intense and sudden skin burns upon contact, as I illustrated in a video I made just a day and a half ago, the burning and stinging is intermittent, but it is directly related to the use of that water because as soon as I remove my hands from underneath that water, obviously the burning and stinging are already there, but it does not intensify when I wipe it off or go down the hall to the common bathroom to rinse it off. Then it stops. It's entirely location specific and immediately related to the water that comes out of my kitchen tap. So I'm just flushing it out right now. I mean, I don't know what's in there. And there's been somebody smoking and burning sickening amounts of cigar and marijuana smoke from the bathroom of 78, where Irizarry claims she's not using a saddle valve, but did engage in a tremendous amount of construction work against the drain pipe to the shower behind my kitchen sink on a Sunday afternoon in June of 2019. And after that, the water to my kitchen tap that had always been perfectly safe to use and I'd been drinking it for years without any issues whatsoever, suddenly started to make me very sick within moments of drinking or ingesting that water or eating food or coffee that I had made with the tap water. That has been continuing ongoing since 2019, and we're now in 2025. So you do the math on that one. That's 6 entire years of the water to my kitchen tap being visibly, noticeably, and constantly contaminated with a mixture of biohazard